Everyone, I'm Bruce Swartz. Thanks a lot for stopping by, for taking the time to check out my channel, the research, the moon and cloud formations. That's what we'll be looking at today. Colors on the surface. This is Mare Serenitatis and the beautiful surrounding area. The moon really does look like Earth. That's what I believe. And as for it being gray, well, it really is not the fact. It's what we are seeing, yes, and what our telescopes are showing us, but the moon is very colorful.
So today we're going to check out a lot about the clouds on the surface, and I want to talk to you guys about the website The Living Moon. John Lear has been talking about it for years. There was an atmosphere on the moon. So all I did was go get a telescope and start looking for myself with a smaller telescope, and I went from the 4 or 5 inch, then I jumped up to the 14 inch, and I was able to see movement. I mean, even every single thing that John Lear had said was up on the moon, I'm finding. And I'm not alone. There's a lot of channels finding it. Someone this afternoon, and Mike, I'm not going to say his family name, a community member, Mike, sent me in the HTML link to this part of the Living Moon website, which I've seen the website. I'm there every day. But for some reason, I just didn't see this part. And I'm going to show you guys the photo of Apollo 8 ASD-132225 that shows clouds over the craters. And it's so well done, the editing of this photo on the Living Moon website. I want you guys to see it. So in the link of this description of this video, I'm going to get in, set in that link for you guys. If the link doesn't work, look, just write The Living Moon. Go see for yourselves. It's an amazing proof, a good series of photos from the Apollo 8 collection and other photos with all the photo IDs there that they show clouds over a crater. It's all there. So now we're going to go see cloud formations on the surface of the moon. I've got a lot of cloud formation on the surface. It's not impossible. It's really there. It's not going to come out by the media, guys. Okay, we're going to have to see this ourselves. But I'm telling you, what I'm showing you is legitimately real. It was taken with a Celestron CGXL 1400 high definition telescope. Why do I emphasize on the high definition? Well, if you look up that telescope, the one I chose was a $10,000 USA monetary. Of course, I'm talking US money. $10,000 telescope. And if I wanted it without the high definition, it's about $8,000 or $9,000. But here's the thing, that definition, you need to be able to see the little detail on the surface. Like, for example, that cloud formation is blending in with the surface, but the more detail you get and the better, sharper image, the more you can see that that cloud is an actual object floating over top of the crater and is not part of the surface.
So change of audio. Now I'm with the P900 we just heard me talking on. Now this is with my iMac. So obviously there could be an audio change. I'm trying to adjust them as as evenly as possible. Cloud formations. We're going to take a serious close-up look at cloud formations on the surface of the moon. Now listen, these clouds are rolling by. Whether they're clouds or hazes, they are really there. John Lear in the photo on the Living Moon website, we could see a cloud, several clouds that are on the edges of a crater where there's higher elevation, obviously the crater wall of the crater, the supposed crater. And that is where I'm seeing it. If you take a close look here, we'll look in closer detail, the same frame, but a lot closer and slower. You have to slow it down, and there's a smoke or haze rolling by the surface. Really is. Look at this crater, for example. People say, well, why aren't we seeing the structures? We're there. We're right there. But underneath this haze, that's where the color is. And also the blinking and flashing lights that I've seen the clouds move over, displaying a show of boundary-like geometrical shapes underneath this cloud cover. It's very, very, very real. It's no jokes. Why would this remain a secret? Even when people start, the public, us, when we start finding this truth, why would it still remain a secret? Maybe a sign that it's not going to come out. Look at this UFO I caught one of two at the same moment, simultaneously landing on the surface. Look at the cloud-like formation that's revealed behind the craft. No one's taking the time to slow down the footage and get a clear close-up shot. This is right over the surface, guys. Check this out. There's clouds right now, right in front of us. The entire screen, this is what's going by. Here, over the dark clearings, we could see them enough, too, very clearly. And people say, why is it blurry? There's nothing blurry. Clouds. Are they blurry? Look here. Some more clouds or gas coming over. Whatever it is, it's a haze. It's a smoke on the surface. The little details that nobody notices that I do. Look in the darkness. UFOs roaming around as clouds roll over the surface, over a colored surface. I've showed boundary marks, geometrical shapes, lights flashing and blinking, UFOs going by under this haze, cloud formation, whatever it may be. This is the footage, is my favorite. Flashing light, UFOs, and cloud formations over a colored surface, and watch this. This is something that is rarely seen. I don't think anyone's ever showed it before. Here it is live. A geometrically shaped series of lights on the surface under the cloud formation. Live. Look at this dark anomaly, cloud-like object on the surface. Look at it. It's moving, it's expanding, it's contracting. It's on the surface. Things that we don't see, we don't notice it unless the footage is slowed down. Look at all the lights on the surface. 3 lights in a triangular shape formation. Look at the clouds. I mean, it's all there on the surface. UFOs, stationary lit objects like here that we see on the surface. And look, a UFO in the center there just popped up and disappeared. There's more of them. There's a lot of movement. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of objects moving on the surface, as there are some stationary. And that's pretty incredible. That moon can really be more Earth-like than we think. Can you see what we're seeing? Clearings of green plains and mountains. Look at this straight line. Why is it appearing now? Look at it. I'm going to show it again. The beauty of it all. It's underneath a cloud cover, and look what happens when the clouds roll by. You'll see the outline of this geometrical shape. These are built objects. Imagine if someone is up there right now. Look, the proof is all there. The truth is so complex. No one's going to believe it. It's going to take many years, I think, for the entire world anyways, or a good part of it, to actually believe this. Black and white. Again, what is it? There should be nothing on the moon, and especially not 30 to 40 objects at one time moving on the surface. We see an active atmosphere. It's what I'm confirming I believe is real. There's an atmosphere on the moon. I believe John Lear, 125%. There is an atmosphere. Why? Not because I like the guy, and I do. Because I looked for myself, and the guy was right. There's a bloody atmosphere up there. This guy knows the information anyways. He doesn't even have to get up. So I'm just confirming what he's seeing. And it's like, hello, share these videos, guys, and look up John Lear. The truth is out there. This is very important information and evidence that I'm showing everyone. We're lucky to be able to see this and that, it's staying up. Overwhelming. First shot ever, my best scene ever. I'm following this object underneath the cloud. I realize this bloody object is actually underneath a real virtual cloud, veil, whatever you want to call it. Hang on. Bottom left, see what's coming in? 4 UFOs in formation, all in line and one behind it, coming across. Look at the lights now, to the right and all over the surface, illuminating underneath the cloud cover, making me realize that I'm not seeing these objects because of this cloud cover and haze. The truth is right there. This is live footage on the moon with many events, one after the other. In night vision, we're going to look at that object again. Pretty cool. Not ruling out the fact that it could be storms, okay? Because I don't know. But look what's coming in now to the left. Do you see the little dots? You have to. They're coming in from the left and they're going across to the right. Now, lights are appearing underneath the cloud formation or smoke or haze, clearly seen, more proof. Look at all the activity up there. Imagine, this is in one area. I'm sitting there looking in one area. Near Archimedes crater. Archimedes is where I noticed the first signs of cloud formations on the edges of the crater, like John Lear, told us, and like he showed us, like it shows us on the Living Moon website. Lindsay, my hardworking friend, thanks so much for the generous donations, and my dear, thanks for being an amazing friend. Thanks for connecting with me.